This week's parsha is Parshas Shelach. Parshas Shelach discusses the story of the spies. The Jewish people, knowing that they would have to conquer the land of Israel upon exiting the desert, wanted to send out spies, and they requested for Moshe to send spies. The purpose of the spies was to understand the nature of the land, know the details about the land and the people that lived in it, so that they would have a better ability to conquer the land by natural means. They sent out the spies, and the spies decided amongst themselves that they were intent on bringing back a bad report. They were going to bring back a report that would make the Jewish people fearful of the land of Israel and its inhabitants, and the Jewish people would refuse to try to conquer the land. There were two exceptions to this. Two of the spies did not follow the general consensus of the spies to bring back a bad report: Kollel and Yehoshua. Let's discuss Kollel. Kollel, when they went through the land to spy it out, when they approached the city of Hebron, the rest of the spies, according to many commentators, became fearful. They became fearful because the city of Hebron was inhabited by giants. And those giants were very scary to those spies, and therefore they decided they had no interest in entering that land. But Kollel decided he would enter nonetheless. Why was Kollel intent on entering the city of Hebron? Kollel was intent on entering the city of Hebron because in the city of Hebron is not only giants, but also Maros HaMachpelah, the cave of Machpelah. In Maros HaMachpelah, our forefathers are buried. In addition to that, Adam and Chava are buried there, Adam and Eve. And Kollel wanted to pray at that holy site. Until this very day, people go to that site to pray. What was he praying for? He was praying for the strength to overcome this test. Kollel was amongst people who were intent on bringing back a bad report, and they were intent on showing the Jewish people that they could not conquer the land of Israel. And of course, Kollel was under the danger of being influenced by them, and therefore he prayed to be saved, to have the faith and bring back a good report from the land of Israel, have faith that God would give them the power to conquer the land of Israel. Now, as a result of Kollel not following the evil plot of his fellow spies, God grants him the city of Hebron as an inheritance, meaning when the Jewish people actually conquered the land of Israel, settled the land of Israel, Kollel and his descendants were inhabited in the land of Hebron, the city of Hebron. Now, how do we understand this connection? Kollel prayed for faith. He prayed to have emunah, to have trust in God, that God could give them the ability to conquer the land of Israel, even though there were giants there, even though the city of Hebron was fortified and full of rocks and so on. And therefore, he was given the ability to conquer the city of Hebron, meaning that there is a concept of praying to have trust. We can pray to God that even though right now we don't feel that we can trust in Hashem, we don't have that full trust, we're praying to Hashem to give us that trust, to give us that faith in Him, to give us the ability to have the courage to do something. And once we have that courage, God grants us that courage, then we have the ability to actually take that action and be successful. And that's what happened with Kollel. Kollel was fearful just like the rest of the spies, but he had the courage to pray, to have faith, and to have courage. And therefore, he was given the ability not only to inherit it, Samson Hirsch says that he inherited it because he's the one who conquered it. He's the one who defeated the giants who inhabited the city of Hebron. And that's all because he started with the faith, and the faith led to the ability and the courage, and eventually he was successful at that task. The question on this week's Parsha is that what happened with Yehoshua? We have been discussing Kollel. Kollel prayed to have the faith to overcome the evil plot of the other spies, but Yehoshua did not. In fact, the verse states that Moshe specifically prayed for Yehoshua to be saved from the evil plot of the other spies. How do we understand the difference between Kollel and Yehoshua? Kollel, on one hand, takes his own initiative, prays to be saved from the evil plot of the spies, and Yehoshua does not pray for himself, nor does he enter the city of Hebron to pray at the cave of Machpelah, and some reason the two of them are equated in some ways, but at the same time we see a very vast difference with how they dealt with the other spies. How do we understand this, and what was Yeshua's story? Have a good Shabbos.